Hi everyone, today I am just jelly printing for fun. I wasn't going off of any particular idea, but I knew I wanted to create some black and white prints. I know that those are great additions to having behind some ephemera, or sometimes when I make a card I just want a little bit of a black and white stripe or something somewhere on the background. So I started pulling out some magazines just to see what kind of black and white images I could create from the magazine pages, because I know that makes a great kind of messy looking background if the print doesn't pull up all the way. So I thought I would start there and just kind of play around with some black and white, and then as I was going along I thought that some of the black and white images actually looked like they would be cool with a layer of color on top. So I did end up adding some color to some of my prints, and I ended up playing with my alcohol inks and just doing some colorful prints, because part of this session is me creating some papers to use for die cutting. I had some monarch butterfly die cuts that I wanted to create some papers for. I like the orange and yellow combination without it just being a straight orange color paper. And that's what I like about jelly printing, is you can kind of create your own designs. You can add designs inside of the print, or you could keep it plain, whatever you end up working with. And I think that a lot of the colorful die cuts really stand out against something like these neutral black and white prints. So I'm just going through and finding different pages in some magazines that look like this one was an actual, I think it was like a granite background, and it looked really cool as a gel print. And I think with these black and white ones, I'm probably going to end up tearing them apart. I probably won't use them as they are. And if I end up collaging with them, I'll probably end up adding some texture paste with a stencil or something. So I just like the neutral part of these. And also, once I do add color to some of them, you'll see how easy it is to kind of dress them up if you decided you didn't want a black and white print anymore. So I'm just going to play some music and just kind of show you my process here, and I'll jump in if there's something I want to point out, but for the most part, I hope you enjoy watching the process. On this last print, it was supposed to be a black and white, but the white got mixed in with the yellow on the alcohol layer of my brayer. So that came out kind of off-white. But here are the prints that I made today. I've got this one where it was black and white and I added color with the alcohol inks. This is another one, but I added black on the plate first and then put the alcohol inks behind it. This is the orange and yellow one with some of an impression that I'll probably end up using for my monarch butterfly background. And this one I might use in a card. I love how it has silver dots that pick up on the alcohol inks over the top. And then this is the one that ended up having a little bit of a yellow mixed with the white, but it will still go nice with those orange prints. This one I kept as a black and white, and I'll probably use just parts of this one. And same for this interesting looking background. And I love the stripes on this one, so I know I'll definitely be using this with some of my collage or putting together some cards. So here are the prints that I made, and I definitely had fun just kind of zoning out and figuring out what kind of prints or pages that I wanted to craft with, or some projects that I had in mind. So that's what I was making these papers for, and hope you enjoyed watching the process. I know a lot of you don't work with alcohol inks, but let me know in the comments, did you like the color combinations of these? I was trying to go for fun colors for summer, and I'm working my way into fall, with the oranges. So let me know what you think on this color palette, and I will catch you in the next video. In the meantime, happy crafting, y'all.